President Reed, Dean Benham, members of the Board of Trustees, officers of the university, deans and vice presidents, guests of honor, members of the faculty, candidates for graduation, and their family and friends. Welcome to the 155th Annual Commencement of Loyola University Chicago for the Quinlan School of Business. I'd like to draw your attention to the university's land acknowledgement statement on the inside cover of your program, honoring the heritage of the grounds we walk. Now, will everyone who is able please stand as the Loyola Wind Ensemble performs the national anthem. We ask that you remain standing until after Dr. Tassos Maieros, the Walter F. Malati Sr., Professor and Department Chair of Economics, gives the invocation.
Shall we pray? Gracious and loving God, first, we thank you for helping our students to receive a great education and for guiding them to show the significant academic knowledge necessary to receive the graduate degrees announced in this ceremony. We are grateful for the opportunity to educate the students and to offer them valuable skills to excel as business leaders. Second, we ask for your almighty hand to be upon our graduates as they and their families rejoice in this grand achievement. May they all know that the Quinlan family wishes them much future success in making a positive difference in our world. Third, looking forward to the future, please continue to fill the hearts and minds of our graduating business students with more technical skills and wisdom to become great leaders, to show love as they serve others, and to know that the Quinlan community will be here to offer its blessings and rejoice in their successes. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Malieros. Will everyone please be seated? It is now my pleasure to present Dr. Michael Benham, Dean of the Quinlan School of Business.
Thank you, Provost Woods. Hello, class of 2025. The faculty and staff of the Quinlan School of Business are thrilled to celebrate your accomplishments and the bright future ahead of you. As a Jesuit business school, we're committed to educating people for and with others, as opposed to for and with themselves, which is what most other business schools do. In your classes, in your activities, we ask you to focus on things that matter beyond yourself. We ask you to marry profit and purpose and to become a difference maker. Making a difference isn't always easy. It's much easier to go with the flow. But I challenge you to truly and completely lean into being a difference maker. Use the unique combination of skills and insights that you learned at Quinlan to do something meaningful. The world needs more people like you who are committed to business for good. I can't wait to see what you will accomplish in the next stages of your career and your life. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Dean Benham. With great pleasure, I present Moises Mendez, candidate for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the Quinlan School of Business, who will offer some remarks on behalf of the graduate student community of the Quinlan School of Business.
Good afternoon, President Reed, Provost Woods, Dean Benham, Mr. DC, faculty and administrators, family and friends, and of course, the Loyola University Chicago graduating class of 2025. It is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate not just the completion of our graduate degrees, but the transformation we have undergone together. At Loyola, success isn't measured by profit margins alone. It's measured by the lives we touch and the change we create. As we step into this next chapter, I want to reflect on one Jesuit principle that has shaped my experience. Ad majorem Dei gloriam, for the greater glory of God. This motto calls us to direct our talents, passions, ambitions towards something larger than ourselves. It challenges us not just to lead, but to serve. The businesses we build and the decisions we make must not only generate profits, but also create purpose, uplifting our communities and advocating for those whose voices often go unheard. The Quinlan School of Business has equipped us with the tools of innovation and entrepreneurship. But most importantly, it has grounded us in the belief that leadership is more than strategy. Leadership is empathy, integrity, and the courage to transform the world, starting with us. Some of my most profound moments came not from textbooks, but from conversations after class, studying abroad, projects that stretched our understanding of leadership. We dreamed together, not of small, comfortable goals, but of God-sized dreams that embrace all of God's children, regardless of race, worldview, or economic standing. As we step forward, let us remember, our degrees are not just credentials. They are tools for transformation. Let us not be driven by titles, but by the intersection of profit and purpose. Congratulations, class of 2025. May we always lead for good. Thank you. Mama, Papa, gracias por su amor y sacrificio. This degree is yours as much as it is mine.
Thank you, Moises. It is now my privilege to welcome back Dean Benham to introduce our commencement speaker.
I'm very pleased to introduce Mr. Pablo DC. Pablo is a graduate of the Quinlan School of Business and also earned credentials from the Harvard Business School, the Wharton School of Business, Thunderbird School of Global Management, and Northwestern University, clearly an appreciation for education. His talent for soccer, his deep appreciation of Jesuit values, and his drive to do more brought him to Loyola University Chicago in the early 1990s. After graduation, he launched a global business career that included serving as president and CEO of Volkswagen Argentina and Volkswagen Latin America. At his last stop, Pablo managed some 30,000 employees and oversaw a dramatic North American growth strategy as president and CEO of Volkswagen North America. He is responsible, among many other things, for leading the US rollout of the Volkswagen ID Buzz, an electrified update of the iconic VW bus that became a symbol of 1960s American counterculture. Pablo retired this past November, ready for the next phase of his career. So far, he has been focused on mentoring early career professionals and international students and supporting education and job training programs. Through every phase in his career, he has made a difference in his company and in the communities in which they operate. We are truly delighted and honored to have Pablo DC give our keynote address today.
Thank you, Michael. Good afternoon, Loyola. Good afternoon, President Reed, Provost Woods, Dean Beham, faculty and administrators, family and friends, and of course, the Loyola University Chicago graduating class of 2025. Today is a very special day for all of you, your family, loved ones, and all those who have supported you through this amazing journey. Now it is time to be very proud of yourselves for your resilience and hard work, and to enjoy this moment to its fullest. It is a great honor for me to be here. I have been given many keynote speeches and interviews during my career, including to large media audiences, trade shows, and to senior level government officials. But this place and time are very special to me for the reasons that I will share with you shortly. I would like to start by saying that I love this country, that I love Chicago, and of course I love Loyola University, where my journey in the US began over 30 years ago. I consider myself to be very lucky and privileged to have obtained an education at Loyola University, a place that prides itself on fostering a culture of learning, justice, and faith. I came from a very poor family in Argentina. My dad was taken out of school when he was 8 years old to work at the ports, loading and unloading ships. My mom was taken out of school when she was 7 years old to work as a seamstress. And even though my parents could hardly read or write, they spent what little money they had on my educations and sports. Loyola's value of learning, justice, and faith were also shared in my house. My mom taught herself to read and became an avid reader later in life. And my dad taught me the importance of discipline, community, and helping others, and sports. Growing up in such hardworking Catholic role models, I found myself with the profound desire to come to the US for the best education in the world and to live in a country that I looked up to. My parents gave me all they had, $2,000 when I was 17 years old, and I came here when there was no internet or cell phone. And I know it's very hard for you to imagine that, but there was a time that there were no internet and cell phones. And I ended up in this beautiful city of Chicago in the late 1980s, where I fell in love with Loyola University, a place that felt like home because I recognized that the school lived the same values I had learned at my house. I can share with you that I'm a direct product of Loyola's cura personalis, or caring for the whole person. The first years were not easy for a young boy with limited English, no money, and no friends. I forced myself to go to sleep at 7 p.m. every night since I had no money for dinner and I was hungry. And even though I faced significant financial and social challenges early on, Loyola University provided me with an incredible support ecosystem that allowed me to succeed. I studied hard, spent many, many hours at the library, and I was awarded with the Academic Loyola Presidential Scholarship. At Loyola, I had outstanding professors who helped me integrate culturally, taught me about the leadership of good, and fuel my future professional aspirations through classes like economics, accounting, and finance. And as a side note, I am very proud of Loyola for continuing to invest in the education and well-being of talented but less fortunate students through its Arupe College, which provides meals, resources, and tutoring at no extra cost. What an outstanding program. My education at Loyola and the values that my parents instilled in me helped me through those difficult years and were critical to my development. And I'm sure that Loyola has been critical to your development. As many of you in the graduating class of 2025 have come to appreciate how Loyola's core values have shaped you as the people and professionals you will become as you venture off into the new world. Throughout my professional career, I have learned many important lessons that helped me build a successful career and successful companies. And I would like to share some of these lessons. The first one is to have fierce determination to learn and to improve every day, even in surroundings that are not familiar to you. Strive for excellence. Talent is important, but discipline, determination to learn and improve every single day are as important on your good days, but as much, most importantly, during the difficult days. The commitment to learning and education played a key role in my growth as a student and as a professional. A second life lesson that I would like to share with you is to find purpose during your journey and commitment to service. That is, really live the Jesuits' call to serve others and promote justice. My personal history in foreign settings taught me the importance of welcoming and supporting peers and colleagues, and also of being empathetic. As your professional lives begin, create opportunities for you and others in your team to succeed and to lead for good. These are critical to the success of any organization. But let me give you some real-life examples in this life and fast-changing world. I have managed the North American and Latin American regions of large, complex multinationals with revenues of $35 billion and with over 30,000 employees in each region. I have always managed companies that I work for as they were my own, with my passion and conviction as any entrepreneur. And while shareholders' returns are important, I also focus on running successful businesses that enable us to invest heavily in training and educational activities, to generate a highly skilled workforce within our factory and within the industry ecosystem. For example, at each job created at a car factory, 10 jobs are created in the auto ecosystem, whether they are in the auto parts business, food, clothing vendors, or any other businesses. Imagine the positive impact that any company can have in the many communities around the world. We invested in trade schools for high school students where kids can spend 2 or 3 hours per week learning a trade to prepare for post-high school jobs. We also created partnerships with low-income communities with training classes on running a business, learning trade skills, and managing finances. The point here is that we need to have the moral compass to live for good. There's so many opportunities out there, and I believe that it does not matter how big or small they are. It is our duty to help our fellow humans improve their educations and skill sets. And at the end, we all benefit from this. Finally, I would like to reflect on a life lesson regarding faith and leadership. As you join the job market and face many business and personal opportunities and challenges, your values will be tested every day. Lean on Loyola's Jesuit principle of the unity of mind and heart to guide you. Surround yourself with individuals who support you, self-reflect, and have faith in your decision-making and leadership style. And you can choose to lead in many ways. You can be charismatic, or disciplined, or run by authority, or run on a technical basis, or be altruistic, or many other leadership ways. As I look back at my career, I made a conscious choice of leading by example. It has worked for me, and you need to find what works for you. Leading by example made logical sense given the values I learned from my parents, at the Catholic schools in Argentina, and at Loyola University in Chicago. To me, leading by example is a true reflection of who we are, by leading teams and companies, not only through words, but most importantly, through actions and credibility, and doing what we say we're going to do. Leading by example is being by your team in the good times and also in the challenging times, like when projects are not working out as originally planned. I would like to take a moment and think about your leadership style going forward, and hope that Loyola University, your loved ones, peers who have leaned on you or on whom you have leaned, inspire you to lead for good. From my 30 years of professional experience, I believe that leading for good will give you much more pleasure, confidence, and conviction in what you do than having the best return on capital or cash flow generation. Again, it has been a true honor to be here with you, sharing of my life lessons and my appreciation for the United States, the city of Chicago, and Loyola University. I would also like to thank my family, my wife Sandra and my sons Thiago and Machias, for their love and support through the last decades. I would not be here in front of you without them. I truly hope that you live with optimism, lead for good, and help fellow human beings along the way. Loyola community, it has been an incredible honor for me to be here with you today. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mr. DC, for your thoughtful and inspiring words. The candidates for master's degrees will now be presented. Dr. Michael Benham, Dean of the Quinlan School of Business, will make the recommendations to the President, who in turn will confer the degrees and certificates. I would like to invite President Reed and Dean Benham to the center podium.
Will the candidates for the master's degrees from the Quinlan School of Business please rise? President Reed, I have the pleasure of presenting to you the candidates for the degrees Master of Business Administration, Master of Business Administration in Healthcare Management, and Master of Science from the Quinlan School of Business. The candidates have fulfilled all the requirements for their degrees, and I recommend that these be conferred upon them.
Candidates, upon the recommendation of the Dean and the faculty of the Quinlan School of Business, and by the authority granted to Loyola University Chicago by the state of Illinois and delegated to me by the Board of Trustees, I am very pleased to confer upon you the master's degrees for which you have been recommended. And as a sign of your new academic status, please put on your hoods. Congratulations.
The candidates for the master's degrees will now come forward by degree group to be recognized by name. Eve Garoulis, Director of the Master of Science in Marketing Program and Senior Lecturer, will read the names of the candidates. Candidates who have not yet been taken out of their rows may be seated again. Guests, please remain in your seats and hold your applause until all the degree groups have been recognized, so that each candidate's name may be heard by their family and loved ones. Guests are not permitted on the arena floor or near the stage. Professional photographers are taking photos of the graduates, and these photos will be available to you in coming days. Thank you for your cooperation.
We begin with the graduates receiving a Master's of Business Administration. Josh Agrawal. Quinton R. Arthur. Rupali Arya. Mehmet Edin. Taylor Lorraine Ball. Tamonwan Banba Brarek. James Michael Bertain. Mario Andres Bloom Nicola. Shauna N. Bonner. Emily Justine Brantley. Alyssa Ann Bronji. Saleh Bunsago. Melissa T. Kalpa Amado, also receiving a Master of Business Data Analytics. And wait, Josue Canelo. Okay. Mary Hadskin Carlson. Ian Carniello. Macy Lynn Carr. Andrew John Shaborek. Rhea Chicker. Jordan M. Chow. Carlotta Cortelli. Jessica Zarnecki. Melissa Despotovic. Colin Devaney. Min An Ding. Rose Jane Dunderdale. David Joseph Engler. Corinne Ewald. James Michael Fahey. Victoria Farjan. Tom Finnegan. Brendan Flynn. Mireya Elizabeth Fusay, also receiving an Environmental, Social, and Governance certificate. Mirabella Rose French. Monica Nunez George. Gracelyn M. Goldensoff. Michael Gonzalez. Carly Irene Griffin. Cara Gervey, also receiving Supply Chain Fundamentals certificate. Kinga Christina Guza. Margaret Hammerschmidt. Ermina Hassan. Bendix Oscar Helmich. Omatillo Hill. Thorana Haj Carr. Elijah Holder. Mark Robert Hallwerda. Adam Jacob Horowitz. Emil Xavier Howell. Tristan Humbles. Margaret Catherine Hunter. Mariana I. Jiminian Lugo. Nikhil Good Kaira. Also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Sun Yu King. Thank you. Chloe Pooler Cagle, also receiving an Environmental, Social, and Governance certificate. Jack Franco Kotlin. Shreya Konanur. Jennifer Milkos Kovacs. Scott Taylor Krolman. Edward Michael Korofsky. Please join me in celebrating our freshly minted MBAs. Wait. Now receiving her degree, Alexandra Blair Lazar. Special round of applause here. Roberto Lienza. Thomas Lee. Catherine Simonette Leba, also receiving a Supply Chain Fundamentals certificate. Ernesto Medina Lebna Jr., also receiving Supply Chain Fundamentals certificate. Olivia Jo Lovett. Griffin Jacob Lowy. Sneh Ma. Ethan Patrick McGrady. Enyo Jesus Manela, also receiving an MS Supply Chain Management. Moises Mendez, also receiving an Environmental Social Governance certificate. Victor Eduardo Mendez, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Fiona Dwyer Millett. Jonah Peretz Nitskin. Capucine Francesca Anton. Caitlin Asantiwa Ose, also receiving a Master of Science in Marketing and an Environmental Social Governance certificate. Lala Khan Patan. Rudra Chirag Patel, also receiving a Master of Science in Finance. Shviana R. Patel, also receiving a Master of Science Information Systems and Analytics. Carolina Anna Pollock. Andres Javier Perez McMullen Hill. Megan Perry, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Gabrielle Nicole Phillips. Natalie Marie Pine. Anna Perilla. Kennedy Laurel Poplin. Ramiza Rahich. Sheikh Abdul Rashid. Nicole Reswin. Maurice Richardson. Adam Moses Rosenberg. Catherine Ann Sullivan Sane, also receiving a Human Resource and Employment Relations certificate. Emma Marie Santiago. Vanessa Marie Schioppa. Brady Semper. Ria Shah. Julia Sheridan. Akshana Shetty, also receiving a Master of Science in Marketing. Victoria Soiku. Emma Elizabeth Sponholtz. Madison Quinn Staples. Courtney Danielle Stickler. Alexander Stoshovich, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Nicholas Strauss. Megan Sullivan, also receiving a Business Data Analytics certificate. Elizabeth Jameson Tarantino. Thomas Nelson Tebow II. Florian Taushi Fusi, also receiving a Master of Science Supply Chain Management. James Frances Torres. Jorge A. Torres Maestro. Kristen Van Putten. Tanya Nikolai Veselinova. Carlos Viramontes. Alyssa Lindsay Votava. Elaine Lynn Wargo, also receiving a Business Data Analytics certificate. Marissa Warren. Matthew Raymond Way. Andrew Kramer Weigel. Matthew Carl Wenta. Robert Joseph Weider. Tia Aster Wuldu. Adriana Wright. Catherine Wonderlei Bastian, also receiving an Environmental, Social, and Governance certificate. Dia Saman Zangana. Please join me in congratulating all our MBAs. Okay. Now receiving their degree, Master of Business Administration, Healthcare Management, Sylvester Barnes. Oksana Chen. Wait. What? Congratulate, and forgive me, my fault. Please join me in congratulating all our MBAs, Healthcare Management. No, there's more. There is more. It's okay. Jamie? Jamie Lauren Napena. Nicole A. Gonzalez. Casey and Sotwedel. Roger Terran. Estefania Montserrat Valdivia Estrada. Now join me in congratulating all our MBAs, Healthcare Management. It's okay. Receiving their Master of Science Accountancy. Elvis Armand Alvarez. Francesca D. Baldry, also receiving a Business Data Analytics certificate. Morgan Marie Black. Isabella Joanna Ferraro. Beata Gurek, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Emily Joy Lang. Amani Pittman. Robert Patrick U. Santiago. Natalia Sotelo. Kiana C. Williams. Join me in congratulating our MS in Accountancy graduates. Now receiving their Master of Science Business Analytics, Gemma Ann Parni Tippen. Dikshi A. Modi, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Let's congratulate our new MSBDA graduates. Now receiving their degree of Master of Science in Finance, Guzala Amrin. Syed Asraf Hassan. Tala M. Iftahar. Lorida Clarence Joanna Mathiot. Michelle Chandra Chepnang Nankap. Goruv Natesh. Emantoria Happiness Nukwe. Ignacio Rodrigo Sanchez Anze, also receiving an MBA and Business Analytics certificate. Giorgio Vincent Sanfratello. Kayla Lay Surgeon, also receiving an MBA. Join me in congratulating them. Now receiving their Master of Science, Human Resource Management, Tamilori Zenab Adeyo, also receiving her MBA and Environmental Social Governance Certificate. Joy Bruniga. Diana Sirkik. Mirton Diamandopoulos. Catherine Caroline Gonzalez, also receiving her MBA. Ellen Coinduk. Brittany Tressé Pratt. Anna Laura Slaza. Victoria Rose Vela. Aileen Paula Vilman. Join me in congratulating our MS HR graduates. Now receiving their Master of Science, Information Systems and Analytics, Humberto Aranda Mejia Galan. Emily Jane Dugopolsky. Victor Keith Grishin II. Jose de Jesus Gutierrez Jr. Caroline Marie Kinney. Michael P. Myers, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Dominic Joseph Moran. Charlie O'Gorman. Selmun Otkonbayer, also receiving a Business Analytics certificate. Wei Shi. Marie Vondel Steele, also receiving a Business Data Analytics certificate. Congratulations to all our MSISA students. And now, receiving their Master of Science in Marketing, Emma Ray Bell. Jonathan Chen. Ana Lorena Garay Ruiloba. Juan Gonzalez Niera. Danya Aid Herrera. Nora Yareli Martinez Reyes. Evan Jamal Nave, also receiving his Business Ethics Certificate and Environmental, Social, and Governance Certificate. Taylor Palacios. Sofia Rosario Perez, also receiving her Business Analytics Certificate. Sly Catherine Rincon. Shri Robinson. Emilia Alejandra Serrano. Jackson Andrew Slaughter. M. Bradley Unombue. Fernanda Velasco. Grace Nicole Woods. Wu Xia Shi. Please join me in congratulating our MSM graduates. Okay. Now receiving a Master of Science Supply Chain Management. Arjun Baba. Wuyanga Batumur. Robert Gerard Oliva, also receiving his Business Analytics Certificate. Congratulations to all of you.
Congratulations to the class of 2025 graduates from the Quinlan School of Business. As Loyola graduates, you are now part of a global network of nearly 200,000 alumni who lead with purpose, serve with compassion, and inspire with every action. Your time as a student may have come to a close, but your lifelong connection to Loyola is just beginning. From this day forward, you will always have access to a vibrant alumni community, career and mentorship opportunities, and meaningful ways to stay engaged through events, volunteerism, and service. We look forward to celebrating your achievements, whether it's reaching career goals or making a difference in your community. We hope you always find meaningful ways to stay connected with Loyola University Chicago. We can't wait to hear your stories, champion your successes, and welcome you back for Alumni Weekend in October. Congratulations. I would now like to invite President Reed back to the podium to offer his closing remarks.
Class of 2025, on behalf of the faculty, staff, and the entire Loyola University Chicago community, I offer you my heartfelt and deepest congratulations on this special day. Now, to earn a master's degree means you had to have earned a bachelor's degree at some point before that. And you may remember that ceremony, but I'm hoping the second time around, or maybe the third time around for some of you, you appreciate it even more. It's a special day. It's a special day for you. It's a special day for everyone who is here to celebrate with you. Now, we've heard wonderful remarks already from our keynote speaker and our student speaker. So don't worry, this is going to be really brief. I'm standing between you and celebrating with everyone else here. And I'm going to make sure you get to them pretty quickly. But I just have a short vignette I want to share with you, which complements what you already heard and also kind of is appropriate for the day, considering the news that came out of Vatican City today that we have a new pope. And this is a story of our previous pope, because last May I had the pleasure of being at the Vatican Apostolic Palace with a delegation from Loyola of senior administrators and members of the Board of Trustees, and we had a private audience with Pope Francis. And in his thoughtful and inspirational remarks, he encouraged us, quote, to be witnesses to hope in a world often marked by division and conflict, end quote. Pope Francis said that the role of academic institutions is essential to educate and form what he called diligent dreamers. It's an interesting phrase, not one we talk about often. Diligent dreamers. His call to action was clear and direct. Again, I quote him. He said, "We need men and women who are ready to put their skills at the service of others, to work for a future in which each person can achieve his or her potential and live with dignity and respect, and in which the world can find peace." And as I have the honor and pleasure of greeting every one of you as you come across the stage, what's in my mind and what I see, and hopefully what you see in yourselves or start to think about if you haven't before, you are diligent dreamers. And that is an awesome, awesome thing to consider. And so as you go forward, think about that, and as you do great things, as we know you will, always keep a piece of Loyola with you. So congratulations, class of 2025. We couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you. I almost forgot one of my favorite parts. Graduates, while you remain seated, I invite everyone else here in the arena who is able to stand and join me in offering a blessing upon our graduates. I invite you to extend one or both arms and hands and recite the prayer that will appear on the screen. Let us pray. May God bless you and sustain you on this your graduation day. May the Creator of this vast universe keep you safe as you go forth from this place that has nourished your mind and your soul. May the Almighty look down upon you and give you success in all your endeavors, courage in all your struggles and challenges, understanding in all that is new to you, wisdom to choose what is right and do what is good, perseverance in all you undertake, serenity and peace in the knowledge that you are not alone, that you are loved. And may the Lord of all look kindly upon you this day and forever. Amen. Congratulations, graduates.
Will our graduates please rise? It is now my privilege to invite Aaron Gray, College of Arts and Sciences class of 2026, to lead the community in the Loyola University alma mater. Aaron will be accompanied by the Loyola Wind Ensemble.
Voices strong, our alma
Thank you, Aaron, and thank you to our talented musicians. Let's give them a round of applause. We ask that the audience please be seated until the recessional from the stage and the graduates have left the arena. Following the recessional, please join the graduates for a reception on the West Quad.